Greetings YouTube. Today we're looking at a Wenoka dive knife, model 8523. First off, we're going to take a look at it in its sheath, which comes with the strap, which is a nice touch. Sometimes when I find these things at estate sales and flea markets and such, it does not have its belt. And I like these belts because they are nice and chunky and in nice condition, and they're good quality. I've found that some dive knives have belts which are a little on the anemic side. They're not quite as robust as I think they really should be if you're going to be using a knife in the environment of the ocean. And obviously these are large, so they're designed to be used on the leg. And it's a pretty good size knife, so this really wouldn't work well in my opinion on an arm. It's really designed to be used as on the leg. And one of the things I love about these is this big button. I love that big button. It's a nice solid lock, and there's just something very satisfying about that. We're going to put that out of the way. And this is a pointed dive knife. Not all dive knives have points. A lot of dive knives come with a square tip for prying. And also, it has very, very subtle serration. And this serration is absolutely useless as serration. This is really, it looks like nothing more than a fish scaler. Seriously, if this was ever designed to cut anything, it is, I have no idea what. I'm a little kind of surprised. I've seen better quality serrations on Wenokas in the past, and this is designed by Blackie Collins. I don't know if you can see, there you go, Blackie Collins. There we go, Blackie Collins, and then with the Wenoka logo and the model number here, and it is we got a 302 stainless steel. I have no idea what 302 means. This is from Japan, so I have no idea if their steel designations are the same as, you know, the American equivalents. I have no, like you told me it was, you know, 440 stainless, I would have an idea what it is, but 302, I don't have an idea what 302 is. The fine edge on this needs more than a little bit of work. Again, the serrations are useless, and I can get in there. Yeah, that rope edge right there, really don't know if that would cut line at all. This is obviously owned by someone named RRJ, and again, as I said, I picked this up at an estate sale. I think I paid $10 for this. Nice big chunky screw in there if you want to take out the locking mechanism for cleaning. Full tang. Doesn't have a hammer pommel, but it does have a full tang, and you could easily use this to hammer, which someone has because it has been beaten up. Handle is a nice bright orange. Has very comfortable, reasonable jimping here, as well as some big chunky stuff down here. I like this. It's pointing in one direction. Interesting, because if it's pointing this way, it's kind of like resists your hand from being, like if you're pulling on this. So this would really assist in cutting things with this line notch here, which is an interesting feature. I've never seen that on any kind of a knife with directional grip like that seems to be specifically designed to resist a pull, because you don't see knives really designed to resist a pull a lot. That is normally considered a secondary feature. Meow, 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 meow. Yes, the joys of having a cat that likes to be in your gear videos. Here we have the Wenoka symbol right there. Overall, this is a big, chunky knife. I mean, it's not large. I mean, it's got a big blade, but it's not huge. But it's thick. This thing is a durable style blade with a tip that you still could use for some prying, and someone has, because they have beaten this thing up. Entertainingly, this house where I bought this was at a lake, so I think the person did most of their diving at the lake as opposed to in the ocean. I have no idea if they actually took this to the ocean, but they were able to do some scuba diving in their lake, because they had full scuba gear at this house. I could have bought in the tank and regulated the whole 9 yards, probably at a reasonable price if I'd wanted them, but I didn't. But I did want the dive knife, and for $10, that's a pretty good deal. And again, I love that big chunky design, and because it goes in and it just snaps in there so beautifully, and it goes in a lot more easily than it comes out, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You're not going anywhere. And there is a nice big weep hole down here, which is an absolute must-have on a dive knife. You want to be able to have the water just wash right out of there. You don't want anything hanging around, because if you do, you end up with a rusted knife. I don't care how much what the stainless steel it's made from. You let this thing sit in, particularly in seawater, for long, and you're not going to have much of a knife left. But yes, this has been the 8523 Wenoka dive knife. Overall, a solid design. It doesn't have a rounded handle like a lot of dive knives do, but I don't mind this rectangular cross section. It definitely resists twisting in the hand, gives you a nice edge alignment, and it's going to be difficult to lose in an underwater environment. And particularly if you were to put a lanyard on here, so you can have it attached to your wrist, which isn't a bad thing if you're going to be in the water, so you don't lose your knife. But yeah, so fans of dive knives out there, I think this is definitely something. We're trying to get it into the frame. This is definitely a solid design. I like this, and I hope that anyone out there can tell me anything about 302 stainless steel out of Japan. I'd appreciate that.